It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Nashville. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First down, ball at the 36. Prescott here from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Now Dak to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Dak now from the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pollard. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He completes it in traffic. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play, and that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Throw complete to Lamb. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 6 now. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 1. It's caught, Ferguson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
2nd and goal, he's headed right on the option. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Julius Chestnut to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running back sent in motion. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. 1st down, here's Dak. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Third and 4 coming up now. Another throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, then those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Dak off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 12. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys bump the lead up to 13 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Chestnut on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
On the draw, the give to Pollard. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Another punch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. Back deep, it's Kavontae Turpin. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Amani Hooker with the tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the 34. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Play action, Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans take possession of the football. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing now off play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So it'll be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Johnny Hecker on that a punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds, looks like right at the midfield stripe.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Dak throwing again. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 17. He brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push the lead to 20. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense headed out just before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. One of the tight ends motioning left. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They run the counter to Pollard. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. It's another rushing play. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Looking to throw. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This a 39-yarder. Gay's kick is good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. So that one on the defense and declined, and that brings us to halftime. Let's head to Orlando for our halftime reports and Jonathan Coachman. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the third, it'll be the Titans offense we see first. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, a run with Pollard. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to the air here. This gets the 1st and more. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And that miss follows the pattern of how well things have gone for them here.
So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. From the gun is Prescott. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to Lockett. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Second and 3 now. Handoff running left, Pollard. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Third and short here, trying to pass. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it's just a double whammy. Number one, you can't afford to give up a possession and waste a possession like that. And number two, to do it so quickly. A 3 and out in that situation. It really, listen, if there is a path to a comeback, and that's a big if right now, it's going to take sustained drives, and a 3 and out just devastating on that possession.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. It's taken at midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first is Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
1st down, here's Dak. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Dak to the air here. It's caught, Ferguson. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision. that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Another throw for Prescott. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. And that run good for 6 yards, and it brings them closer for 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal, Prescott. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Chestnut on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And what's really been simple passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play coming here. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now looking to throw. Pass taken in by Lockett. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. Setting up a throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 46. That throw finds Okonkwo. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. He'll throw it yet again. Stays in the pocket, and he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Cut by Lockett. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He connects downfield on 4th. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Pollard on 1st and goal. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Trying to get it with the option. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans putting up points in a game decided. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Titans get it back to a 19-point deficit. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Looking for George Pickens that time. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Chestnut on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has the connection to Ridley. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Gotta hurry this to the line. 2nd and 6 now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
He's throwing for it. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Cowboys about set to take over. They can run this clock out and head out of here with a win, even with 2 timeouts remaining defensively. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.